I'm here with Kathryn, who is just evicted from the Big Brother house 6-1. Yes.
But before that, there were 2 unanimous votes to keep me. Let's focus on the positive.
Okay. Which 2 do you believe?
Probably the last one that just happened. Wait, what? Which
No, which 2? Oh, the last round that you were up there.
Yeah. I
Okay.
unanimously stayed in the house until they all decided they hated me, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, let me ask you something. When Jessica came to you last night and basically said, listen, Cliff's Angels is done because Cliff has gone into business for himself and Nicole, why didn't you go to Mickey and Holly, who you they thought you were in cahoots with them, whether or not you were. You knew you would have had Jessica on your side, and then just rally Nicole to be like, hey, these 4 votes, I need you 4 to keep me. Why didn't you do that?
Because Nicole's so wrapped up in Nick, and it's really sad, because again, I don't know what y'all seen on the show, but Nick has done her wrong so many times, and he's literally called her a piece of, and he's honestly disrespected her as a player and a person, but yet I think she feels like she has power in staying with him because he is one of the, I guess, leaders of the house. So she doesn't want to say anything that would ever want him to think less of her or ever possibly get her evicted. And
what do you think of Nick?
Nick, there's a lot, okay, first of all, there's a lot of guys in the house that need to take a note on how to talk to girls. And maybe I've just never lived with guys, but Nick was really skeezy, and he played this game of how he really liked to flirt with the girls. He liked to flirt with Tommy. And I'm not really that type of girl that like buys into that, I guess, unless it's Jackson at the beginning of the season, but whatever. But, anyways,
Well, why not try and work Nicole's vote and say, open your eyes to who you think Nick is?
Well, I tried to, and I don't know if they aired the part that just happened, but I was like, hey, I was like, I don't care which way you vote. Vote however you want to vote, whatever would make your parents proud, your family proud, your kids back home proud. And I swear to God,
but
she misconstrued it, and somehow before I got evicted, she told everyone that I had told her that her parents and kids and everything were disappointed in her. I was like, girl, you are so far deep in whatever Nick has you in, there's no hope.
You said early on to us in Diary Room, I am in an alliance of 1.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, that's Big Brother.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is your competitor. Only one person can win $500,000. Was that your strategy at one point? Like, I'm going to kind of get in good and get little deals going with this group and that group, and I'm just going to swing with where the power goes week to week. Was that a strategy?
I wish I was that good, but no. I thought I was gonna come in and be like the Tyler of the season. Like I was like really, I had my plan, and it all just went haywire because I was on the block for the first week, which really is like 2 weeks, and no, and then I kind of just had to make do with what I had, and I truly believe that if people like you, they will keep you within reason. So I was trying to focus on building individual relationships with everybody, and kind of see where I went from there, and here I am.
Well, do you think that's why you were perhaps a target? Because maybe people saw you as a wild card, like she...
You said I was a wild card.
Yeah. I mean,
I
was surprised to hear you say tonight that you would not have ultimately gone with Holly if you had to choose between Jessica and Holly, or Jessica and Nicole at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I really do. Well, I don't even know. Man, my mind is just blown from everything.
Or is it safe to say you're going to make a game time decision when you need to make a game time decision?
Yeah.
What's best for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, so then now you're trying to like get me in like why I got mad at Cliff, but
Exactly.
But I get that, but and I love Cliff, but it really did break my heart because he did come to me and say that if I got evicted, he was going to carry, the Cliff's Angels, like we were going to, they were still going to stick together, and it was going to be him and Nicole and Jess. And when we all talked about that, like I believed it because it does. I don't know if any of y'all have ever felt this way, but like walking into a room of people and you're playing a game, which I guess none of you felt this way, but all of a sudden you're at the bottom of the barrel because of some social hierarchy that someone in the house created. And all of a sudden, like, they think that you're dumb. They think that you're not in shape. They think that you're whatever, and it stinks.
Well, is it safe to say that Cliff really did believe in that before you and Cliff were sitting next to each other on the block? I mean, that plan kind of has to go out the window, right? You're one of his angels.
Well, but with that being said, I know that he was also making deals with everybody. He was a deal maker, and which is a great game. I mean, he's probably the most savage player in there because he has nothing to lose. He has a family at home. He has a good job. Like, he doesn't care about anything but himself in the game. Yet they still think that I'm a bigger threat, I guess. Or maybe they're just trying to make me feel good. But
who's the biggest threat, in your opinion, in the house right now? Who's the one that, if they want to win it, they got to get rid of blank?
Gosh. I mean, I don't know what those people are thinking. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of people. I think that Christy probably is. She kind of runs the house, and I don't really know why, other than she won the first HOH, which I also wanted to win the first HOH, and we saw how that happened. But yeah, I know that Christy's running things, and Sis is kind of like her right-hand girl who doesn't really do anything except for dress as a chicken. And I think that Nick is competitive enough that he can get far, but I don't think he deserves it. I don't even know. Honestly, out of all those people in the house, I don't even know who I would vote for at jury at this point because.
Good, don't tell us, because.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm just over it at this point, but I don't really like any of them except for Jess.
Except for Jess, you only like Jess.
Well, no, okay, I'm dramatic.
Well, let's talk about
I like Holly as well. Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about Holly? Did you or did you not know Holly before the two of you entered the Big Brother house?
Yeah. Was that a surprise to everyone? Like, because I think that we even surprised even the people on the show.
Explain how you know Holly, and more importantly, how well you knew Holly before the two of you were in the house.
So we both used to compete in pageants. I don't know if she brought this up, but she's a former Miss Wyoming USA. And we even have a picture together. Man, I'm giving all my cards, but whatever. We even have a picture of her wearing her Miss Wyoming sash and me as a fan next to her from 2013 or something. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily friends, but it's definitely more of a, I know you enough to know that you're a good person and I know your character, within reason. And it's it was nice to have that familiar face in the house. But
so you never hung out socially with her outside of this house?
No, we have friends in common, but we weren't friends. Honestly, we didn't really. The point that we know each other is literally to the same point that everyone else in the house knows each other. We didn't know anything about each other other than pageant stuff, or we both modeled for different energy drinks and just random little things like that we have in common. But I got to know her better here.
We saw a lot of emotion from you in this house.
I didn't think I was going to be a crier.
But especially this week. Why was this game so emotional for you?
I guess because, I don't know why I cried so much this week. I think I just knew that my time had come to an end. And it does, again, I thought I was going to come in and be the Tyler of the season. And I wasn't, which is whatever. But I think it was more of the feeling of knowing that this was the end of the road for me, but I hadn't done everything that I wanted to do. And I hadn't even won HOH. I hadn't really made any big game moves. And honestly, I hope y'all like me, but I was thinking of it from the standpoint of a Big Brother fan and thinking wow, they're watching me, they're invested in my journey, and I feel like I've been blowing all this smoke of what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna leave, and I didn't get to do any of it. But I hope y'all still like me. But I hope I gave y'all good TV. But it was really just, and honestly at that point, because when people decide that they don't like you and they don't want you in the house, there's nothing you can do or say to change anything. So.
Do you want to hear your goodbye messages from your housemates, former housemates?
Yeah, I told them all to be super savage.
Let's see. Let's see, right here.
Kat, I am so sorry, and even more so because of what happened in the last 24 hours. I know you said that you were disappointed in the way I behaved. I was just doing what I had to do to stay alive in this game, and the last thing I wanted to do was hurt you or disappoint you. I'm sorry, Kat.
Kat, I hopefully won't see you too soon, but I'm looking forward to when I do. I love you to death.
I'll probably see you
One of
next
my favorite
week.
people in this house, and I'm sorry that everything happened the way that it did, but I'll see you soon.
Kat, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Have fun in jury, and I'll see you soon.
Kat, this goodbye is particularly a tough one for me because on a personal level, I'm literally obsessed with you. There was just a couple things that really scared me about you. I think that you're a lot smarter than you lead people to believe. I think you're a lot tougher than you lead people to believe, and I'm basically just scared of it. P.S. You are still totally my BB crush. Mwah. I love you.
Kat,
I'm kidding.
we suck. We might be the worst final two ever. Pageants brought us together, but this game brought us so close, and I am forever thankful for that. I'm so sad that you're leaving me with these crazies, but I'll probably be right behind you. Hopefully not. I love you.
Kat, I honestly love and adore you as a person and as a gamer, but to be honest with you, I can't see you going against Holly and Mickey. I gotta do what's best for my game. I'm sorry, and I love you.
Kat, the fact that you're seeing this honestly breaks my heart. I think that you are a genius. I think that you are a comp beast. You are nothing short of extraordinary in every possible way. I love you, Kat.
Kat, if you are seeing this, bitches were conspiring against you. But fear not, I feel like I have a better grasp on what the hell is going on. I love you, I adore you, you're one of my best friends. I hope you get to meet Brett at some point.
I hope so too.
I love you.
Kat, my love, I know things have gotten really wonky in this past 24 hours, but I want you to know that I believed in Cliff's Angels. I still believe in Cliff's Angels. I fell in love with you on day one. Meow. I consider you a friend for life, and I can't wait to see you on the other side.
I told them all to go really savage.
So what do you make of the messages you just heard?
I mean,
You called Christy fake.
she is. I mean, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
don't
not
think
trying
she
to
meant that?
No, I don't.
Or why do you think she said it?
Because I'm going to jury and they know that they want my vote. I mean, it's okay. Like, I mean, being in the Big Brother house, you see everything, and even more than you like see on the show. And I think a lot of people, I tried to play dumb as long as I could, and then I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, all these people think I'm stupid. But, or maybe I still was dumb, I don't know. But you really do see more of the people's personalities. And I feel like as a person watching the show, you're probably thinking like, wow, like they're totally pulling one over on her. And they really aren't. I kind of could get a good read on people.
Kat,
Yeah?
you call yourself a conspiracy theorist.
Oh my gosh.
Do you
Oh, I was
have
so
any
embarrassed.
theory as to what's happening, what the heck is happening in that house? In other words, who are the bitches and who are they conspiring
They're
against?
all bitches. I have no idea at this point. Man, I wish I could give y'all some good dirt.
That's okay.
But
Final thoughts before you go see Just Jack in the jury house.
can y'all bring Brett to the jury house, please? Like, that's all I'm asking. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm leaving the house as a better person. I'm sincerely sorry for anything that I said to offend any. I mean, not that I think I did, but like, I hope that y'all know that I was playing as true to myself as I could, and I hope that y'all think I'm a good person, because I don't know what y'all saw. I'm sorry if I upset anybody. I also do want to, so this is a long final thought, I also do want to clear something up about Jackson, because I don't know what exactly aired on the show. And
Jackson, also known as Mickey.
yeah, Jackson, known as Mickey. And there was a time that I was part of a conversation with Christy about how he was disrespectful to women, and because of things that he had personally done to me and the aggression that he had showed, I agreed with her and I went along with it. And him and I had a really good talk. Again, I'm not sure what aired, so y'all are probably like, what in the world is she talking about? But it's gonna make me feel better by saying this, and I hope it clears his character. I think he's someone who possibly was misunderstood, and he did have a lot of aggression, and because of our personality and we are so much alike, he did take it out on me. But I do want him, I want him to know, and I want his family to know that I don't hold that against him, and I hope I didn't disturb his character in any way. I just feel better saying that, and because really he does have so many good things about him. I was still gonna evict him, but he really does. Like, I hope that everyone ends up seeing the good in him instead of the bad, and because I'm not sure what exactly was presented. So,
Thank you, Kathryn.
thank y'all.
Thank you.